Student, in this lecture video, we studied about the static performance of speed governor. If you want to study the static performance of speed governor, we should know the operation of speed governing system and speed governor model. The previous two lecture videos, we detailedly studied about the speed governing system operation and speed governor model with hydraulic valve activator. Student, now you see the block diagram. The block diagram represents the primary ALFC loop excluding power system. Okay, I told no, the previous lecture video we studied the speed governor model. So this is the speed governor model. The speed governor model consists of the change in reference speed setting, output of the speed governor, and then the feedback system. Okay, then next in the speed governor model we have to add the hydraulic valve activator. Then we are getting the speed governor model with the hydraulic valve activator. In this model we can add a turbine transfer function and then the load demand. Both added. Finally we are getting the primary loop of ALFC excluding power system. This is nothing but a open loop system only. You see here open loop. This is the open loop system. If you can consider the power system, it is called as a closed loop ALFC. Okay, now we detailedly studied about the static performance of the speed governor. Okay, static performance means the subscript 0 only represents the static performance. That means instead of the Laplace constant S, we have to substitute 0. That is called as a static performance. Now you see the GH of 0 equal to GT of 0 equal to 1. The GH of 0 is nothing but the transfer function of the hydraulic valve activator. In this transfer function, instead of S, we substitute 0. Similarly, GT is nothing but the transfer function of turbine. In the transfer function of turbine, in place of S, we substitute 0, that is equal to 1. So now the primary ALFC loop model, not considering the power system, now we obtain the equation 1, that is del Pt, the subscript 0 equal to del P reference subscript 0 minus del F0 divided by R. Now you see this equation how write in the model and all. Okay, so here that is the del PV, that is the del PV, that is the output input of the, that is the turbine, output of the hydraulic valve activator, del PV of S, that is del PV of 0. Okay, del PV of 0, that is equal to what? Del, that is the P reference. Okay, so therefore the output del Pt of 0, that is equal to del P reference 0, that is equal to del F of 0 divided by R. Okay, in these equations for steady state purpose, the del Pt is equal to del Pg, that is the turbine output equal to generator output. So therefore del Pt 0 equal to del Pg 0. Here two cases we are considering. The one is infinite network. Infinite network means del F0 equal to 0. Then the finite network means del P reference equal to 0. Now we detailedly studied the case A and case B. First case A. In the case A is nothing but the infinite network. Infinite network means what? The generator synchronized, that means with infinite bus bar, that is the frequency independent of change in power output. That meaning is del f0 equal to 0. F not f of 0, del f subscript 0. The subscript 0 only represents the static performance. Okay, so therefore the equation 1 becomes that means del pt 0 equal to del p reference 0. In the equation 1, the del f naught goes to 0. So therefore the equation 1 becomes equation 2. The equation 2 indicates the generator operating at constant speed or frequency which exhibits a direct proportionality between the turbine power and reference power setting. Del PT0 is the turbine power, the del B reference 0 is the power setting. Then we can maintain the constant speed frequency, that is del f0 equal to 0. This is the first case. Second case is nothing but finite network. This is the finite network. In the finite network, frequency is variable. That means we can maintain the constant speed changes setting, that is del p reference of 0 is equal to 0. So therefore the equation 1 becomes equation 3, that is del pt0 equal to minus del f naught divided by r, because the del p reference 0 goes to 0 for finite network. So the equation 3 indicate the for constant speed changer setting, that is del p reference is equal to 0, the static increase in turbine power output, that is the del pt0 is increases. Okay, then which is directly proportional to static frequency drop. This minus del f naught represents the decrease in frequency. Okay, so therefore this is the case 2. So case 1 and case 2 and then the basic equation. This is the static performance of speed governor. Now we studied about the dynamic response of primary ALFC loop XL power systems. Okay, then the dynamic response, okay, del f of s equal to minus gp divided by 1 plus 1 by r gh gt gp. Okay, so if the primary loop means we never consider the power system. You see, for dynamic response, what is the step load? Okay, that is the forward. That means you can take the Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform, that the frequency domain converted into time domain del f of t only. The gh gt gp contains the time constant, that is contain at a time constant each. Okay, so therefore this is the third order polynomial. Okay, then the action of the speed governor plus the turbine generator is instantaneous. Okay, so therefore this is the gp is the generator, gt is the gp is the transfer function of generator, gt is the transfer function of the turbine. Gh is nothing but the hydraulic valve actuator transfer function. Now you can see the equation. In this equations, that means the hydraulic time constant th, the turbine constant dt equal to 0. Okay, now the del f of s equal to minus gp divided by 1 plus 1 by r into gh into gt gp into del pds. Okay, so therefore in the dynamic response model, del f of s is the output, del pd of s is equal to input only. Okay, now the del f of s is nearly equal to minus kp divided by 1 plus s into tp. Okay, so this is the transfer function divided by 1 plus 1 by r into kp divided by 1 plus s into Tp into m by s. Okay, so in this, after simplifying this equation, finally we are getting minus r kp divided by r into 1 plus s into Tp plus kp into m by s only. So in this equation la, you can the numerator and the denominator we have to divided by rTp, then the del f of s equation is nearly equal to minus kp divided by 1 plus s into dp divided by 1 plus 1 by r into kp divided by 1 plus s into tp into m by s only. Okay, then finally the equation minus rkp, after taking LCM simplification, the del f of s equal to minus rkp divided by r into 1 plus s into tp plus kp into m by s. Okay, now you see the equation del f of s. The del f of s, okay, that means after simplifying we are getting minus kp divided by tp into m into 1 divided by s into s plus r plus kp divided by rtp. Okay, this is only this part only is similar to a divided by s into s plus alpha only, that is equal to a divided by alpha into 1 divided by s into not s minus 1 divided by s plus alpha only. Okay, this related. So now the a by alpha is nothing but minus m into kp rtp divided by tp into r plus kp. Okay, so therefore that is equal to minus m into r kp divided by r plus kp. Okay, the which term and all this term. So now this value substituted in this equation, finally we are getting del f of s equal to minus m into r kp divided by r plus kp into 1 by s, this 1 by s minus 1 divided by s plus r plus kp divided by rtp. This is the final equation. Okay, then this is the del f of s means what? This is the frequency domain equation. Okay, now then in this equation, okay, you can clearly for understanding purpose, I am taking some sample value, that is the m equal to 0.01 per unit megawatt, and then r equal to 2.0 hertz per unit megawatt, kp equal to 100 hertz per unit megawatt, then tp equal to 20 second. In this case the m, r and then kp all are converted into per unit value, that is the base value. Okay, now all the value you substitute in the formula. What is the formula? M into rkp divided by r plus kp. Okay, so r is equal to what? 2. kp is equal to what? 100. Okay, m is equal to 0.01 divided by r is equal to 2 plus kp is equal to 100. Finally we are getting the answer 0.01961. Okay, and then here the r plus kp divided by rtp, only this r2 plus kp 100 102, 2 into tp 20, so 2 into 20 is 40. Finally we are getting 2.5 for only this value. Okay, 0.01961 only for this formula. Okay, now we can take the inverse Laplace transform for del f of s equation. We are getting the approximate time response equation, which is purely exponential. How can you say the time response is purely exponential? You see, e minus 2.55 t. So the del f of s, this equation, del f of s, this equation, after taking Laplace transform, we are getting the that is the time domain equation, del f of t equal to minus 0.01961. Okay, this is nothing but what? This, okay, term into 1 minus e, the power is nothing but r plus kp divided by RTP. That value is equal to minus 2.5 into T into Hertz. So this is the time domain equation. That is the time response. Okay, and because the dynamic response is nothing but the time response only. Okay, now you see the dynamic response characteristics. Okay, the dynamic response characteristics, x-axis is time in second, y-axis is frequency in hertz. Okay, the frequency with respect to time only. The time value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the del f of t, that hertz is equal to 0, minus 0.01 and then minus 0.02, you know, because the frequency decreases drop. I am saying the del f of t, the del f of t is a exponential. What is the exponential? This is the exponential curve. In the exponential curve, we didn't consider the t, g and dt. Tg means that is the governor time constant, and then Tt is the Tg is the generator time constant, and then Tt is the turbine generator. Both constants are neglected. We are getting the equation exponential del f of t. Now you see the dotted line. This is the dotted line curve. This is the dotted line curve only. In the dotted line curve, that means you can draw the curve between del f of t versus t. So here we are considering the generator time constant Tg and then the turbine time constant dt. Generator time constant 80 millisecond, the turbine time constant is 0.3 second only. Okay, so this is the dynamic response of automatic load frequency controlled loop. Dear student, in this lecture video, I hope you clearly understand the static performance of speed governor and dynamic response. Thank you student for watching this video.